and welcome to Skills Lunch. We are live here at WorldSkills Lyon 2024, installed right in the heart of the Euro Expo. And this midday lunchtime, we will be discussing several matters with guests or sponsors of this edition of WorldSkills. We'll be talking about TVET, which is the main topic of the day. And my first guest, who's here to tell us all about it, is Geoffroy de Vitry, who is High Commissioner for Vocational Education and Training. Now, before we deep dive into the hows and the whats, maybe you could explain to us what TVET means exactly.
Hello, Aile. I'm very happy to be with you today. I would say that TVET is a fantastic opportunity for us towards full employment. It is a special pathway of training to be trained directly to the right jobs and the jobs we need. In France, we have reformed the TVET system in order to go towards full employment, to achieve full employment. And it is, a special pathway for young people in high schools and after.
So why is it so important in our daily lives and, more importantly, the careers of young professionals now?
You see, we have 7.5% of unemployment, and companies are struggling to find skills. So it is essential because we have this economic situation, but we have great challenges in France and throughout the world. Ecological transition, digital transition, and the demographic challenge. And TVET is one way to face this challenge. At the individual level, TVET is an opportunity for self-pride, for finding for the young people what they want to do, what they are good at, and at the end, it is a way for a society to make progress.
Why is it important to talk about TVET here at WorldSkills today?
I think one of the main issues today is an issue of orientation, because young people don't know many jobs. In middle school in France, at the end of middle school, students, pupils, know about 10-15 jobs. We know that it is crucial that they know a vast number of jobs, like 50 is the objectives, to find what they want to do. Otherwise, it can lead to mistakes, to orientation mistakes. And this is a problem for the labor market and above all for young people themselves, because they can be a bit lost in what they want to do.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of an event such as, a competition such as WorldSkills, that it gives exposure to skills that may not be, the younger children may not be familiar with. For you, is WorldSkills important for younger children to come and see because they learn about skills they may not be aware of?
Exactly. WorldSkills is not just an event. It is part and parcel of our public policy. Because thanks to WorldSkills, we can show jobs to children through excellence. And we can show that excellence can be everywhere, in every professional gesture. So that's why WorldSkills is so important. That's why companies know it. The Minister of National Education knows it. The Minister of Labor knows it also, and that's why we are here. And I would like to thank all the partners today, because they have made it possible, and we are very proud to host WorldSkills in France. We know that it is a crucial event for us.
So concretely, how are you making younger children or schools more familiar with TVET here in France?
Here, during this week, we are going to do that by two ways. First way is we have 60,000 students, pupils, who are going here in Lyon to discover the more than 60 jobs exposed. And we also have a platform called Mission Future that allows young people to discover jobs through videos, through the experience of young competitors here. So at the end, we hope that about 200,000 young people will benefit from the WorldSkills competition to discover jobs.
Fantastic. It's great to hear that you're really investing in the new generation and exposing them to a variety of brand new skills that they probably didn't even realize existed here at WorldSkills. So thank you very much for coming here today and for chatting to us about that. Thank you, Geoffrey.
Bye.
Thank you. We're all equipped over here. Please take a seat. Mary Hope McQuinston, I'm honoured to have you here in the studio for this Skills Lunch Live. So you're Vice President of Education Experiences of Autodesk. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Autodesk, maybe you could just give a very brief description of what the services you provide.
Thank you. First of all, I'm so excited to be here and to have the conversation with you. And for those that don't know, Autodesk is the leading provider of design and make technology in the world. And so we make software that helps people make anything. So from this expo hall, the stage we're sitting in, to the roadways and the cars or the trams that we took here, those are our customers that are designing and making the world around us. And in fact, the design and make industries include architecture, engineering, construction, product design and manufacturing, and media and entertainment. And actually those industries combined employ over 300 million people and are expected to grow to $30 trillion in economic value by 2027. So for us, this is super exciting, and it's a great growth opportunity, an opportunity for students, for the next generation to pursue careers in those fields.
Absolutely. You're really present on all fronts and very implicated in multiple industries, many of which, even myself, I wasn't familiar with. The entertainment industry?
Yes.
I mean, it's fantastic to have such a broad spectrum. And I guess that's also the beauty of being at WorldSkills, is discovering for companies such as Autodesk what industries and what you actually provide and to what capacity.
Absolutely, and that's why WorldSkills is such a great partner for us, because we're not only aligned in our vision, but really in the scope, the global reach, and all of those industries.
So how do industry leaders such as Autodesk play a role in helping TVET move to the top of the global agenda?
Right, so education is critical for us, and making sure the next generation is prepared with the skills and the mindset they need to build the world around us. And so we're committed, and we do three things in particular to support education. The first is we provide free access to our entire portfolio of professional grade software. So these are the same software tools that are being used by industry, by those professionals. Every single student, educator, and accredited institution around the world has full access to that portfolio. And so there's over 100 million students from over 160,000 schools, from primary, secondary, and post-secondary, that are accessing our tools. But we realize it's not just the tools that they need, and oftentimes these educators and these mentors and these coaches, as well as the students, they need to learn how to use these tools and how to apply them. So in addition to providing free access, we also provide learning support. So we will provide curriculum, we provide projects, do these competitions, and we do certifications. So the students can demonstrate that they have acquired and know how to use these skills. And then the final thing we do to support education is we know we can't do it by ourselves. I mean, we're a software developer, and so we know we need to partner. So we partner with industry, we partner with government, and again, with the likes of WorldSkills. And so that's why we're so excited to be here and work with such a great organization.
But in turn, I know that you do listen a lot to your customers. So what are they telling you about the future of skills?
That's right. That's right. So we actually conducted a survey with 5,000 professionals across the globe and across all of those industries we serve. And a couple of things that stood out for us in the results that came back. One is digital transformation is top of mind for everyone, wherever they sit, and that they feel that they have a gap in skills. So the skills gap is real. The technology is emerging and changing so quickly that they can't keep up with that skills. And so in that survey, we found that over 70% of our professionals said they skills is what's holding them back from being able to transform their businesses digitally. And only 38% of those feel they're equipped to train and support folks. And so it's super important we get to the students early and prepare them so that they can go into industry with these digital skills that industry needs. And also that mindset that they're willing to continue to learn once they go in there. And it's obviously particularly important now with AI on the rise.
Yeah, before we discuss AI, which is of course a huge topic, especially with regards to technology and digital transformation, maybe we can go back to the fact that we know that's a huge expense. Education and investing in education and even getting employees up to scratch is a huge expense to companies. Why is it important for Autodesk to offer free software and essentially free training via that software with these educational tools?
Well, that's a really great point. So the fact is we have a business imperative to ensure that the next generation is prepared, but we also feel that we have a moral obligation as a technology provider that's driving this disruption and this constant change. We know what's coming, and we believe we are in the position to help, again, these students, but also these educators understand and anticipate what's coming and prepare them.
You mentioned AI, of course. I mean, it's been. Some people will say it's going to completely change or transform the way we're working. Some will look at it with more of a positive angle and saying, maybe we could adopt, maybe work in more of a hybrid way. How do you see the future of AI, and how should we go about using it and applying it ethically to work? Especially when we're addressing people that are taking part in a WorldSkills event like today.
Right. Well, you certainly can't go, it seems, in any conversation anywhere without talking about AI, that's for sure. And actually at Autodesk, we've been working with AI for over a decade now. And the reality is that same survey I mentioned before, what we found from these professionals is that they're very positive about it. So they believe that it will help enhance their business productivity, and in fact are planning to actually fully implement it in the next 2 to 3 years. So this is no longer something that's way out in the distant future. Like, the future is here today. And so that's why it's so critical, we believe, to make sure that students are introduced to our portfolio, which includes the AI, as early as often so they can be prepared, and that they're making the right and ethical decisions, right, on what gets designed and how it gets designed and the impact that it will have, on all of us. And we are seeing this, actually. We have students who were early adopters of some of our AI and our Fusion, which is our manufacturing cloud. We have a generative design tool in there, so students collaborating with AI are designing and making incredible things and are going into industry and bringing that knowledge and then that new way of working into companies.
Do you think that it's a lack of actual understanding of AI that makes people fearful of it? Because when you explain to people the advantages and how we can benefit and pull those benefits from it and how it can help us and how we're already employing it, and as you say, for the last 5-10 years in our daily lives, do you think it may be just down to a fact of teaching the young, the ethics and such like, and making them understand what it actually is before, so they don't fall into the trap of being fearful of it?
I think you're right. I think that the headlines, it's a pretty amorphous, and so getting more specific and understanding what it is, and I'm actually using it If you think of some of your maps and your phone and all of those things, you're already using, right, AI, and understanding the good that it can have and the impact that you can have using it, I think is super important.
Thank you so much for coming and chatting to us during this Skills lunch. Enjoy the rest of your time in Lyon at WorldSkills. And thank you for telling us all about Autodesk.
Thank you. Really appreciate it. Take care.
Thank you. You too. You too. Now let's move. We have another guest. Speaking of excellence, here we go, sir. Please take a seat. This is Olivier Griset, Chief Executive Officer of Loxam Rental France, a European leader in the rental of equipment and tools for building industry, landscaping and service offers. There we are, established in 30 countries on 40 continents. Firstly, what is Loxam doing here in WorldSkills, and why is it important for you to support this event?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, Hailey. So I'm Olivier. I'm really happy to be here representing Loxam. So maybe a few words in practice. What is Loxam? So of course we rent machinery, equipments for building sectors, industry, services. We were part of the Olympics and we were delivering services for this big event. So basically half of our teams in our branches, 1,000 branches in Europe, are really working on maintaining and repairing operations for this machinery, because our promise, our service is to deliver top-class equipment to our customers, and we are very proud of that. So, of course, we have half of our team, which is composed of mechanicians in those branches, so everywhere around in the countryside, in small cities, in big cities as well, in downtown Paris. And all these people are really key for us in delivering our service to our customers. So, of course, here, the craftsmanship, the excellence is absolutely key, because this is a source of inspiration. Of course, we offer opportunities for new guys to join the company, and this is really important for us to be associated with such an event, which bring inspiration to our young generations and set a path forward, which is very, very inspiring. Yeah,
and you value, of course, skills, which are very important with regards to the services that you provide as well. But how do you support the TVET, in Loxam career development strategy?
For us, in practice, we have to take the example of France. For example, we have a bit less than 5,000 employees, and every year we hire something like 200 apprentices that we share their time with school and working in our workshops. And of course, we have a mentoring program. So all these apprentices are backed up, coached by our mentors, and it's the same for newcomers in the company. We spend about six months for each newcomer just to make sure that our passion for the equipment, our passion to transfer the know-how is properly delivered to those newcomers. So, of course, we have a school internally as well in Paris, in Bagneux. So we have training programs just to make it possible to have to develop oneself, to grow with the company. And most of our team stays for a long time. So we provide, if you will, the opportunity to climb the ladder of success. Some mechanicians become branch managers. They can even become managing directors if they want.
Why not? Why not?
It's just the dream.
Absolutely.
And the beauty of that is, as we are local, we provide opportunities all around in the country, but also in Europe.
So when we do speak about TVET, we instantaneously think about more traditional skills such as carpentry or stonemasonry, but there's a whole range of TVET careers that we may not be familiar with. But what are some of those that Loxam are directly involved with?
Of course, we support our customers. They need also craftsmen and people coming to their companies. Internally in Loxam, half of our teams is really mechanicians. So all the technical jobs are really key for us, and as part of this event, we have, of course, in the industry, logistics, transportation, some skills that are absolutely key for us in order to deliver our service to the customers. So, especially the mechanicians, the diagnostic skills are very key. We use them and offer opportunities for such people.
So how do you think we can attract young professionals to take up and learn skills for the future?
I think it's all about passion. I really believe strongly that everything starts with what you want to do. What are your objectives? If you want, you can become a managing director or you can become a branch manager. It all starts. And this is what really is inspiring when you see all those athletes currently competing, but also the previous, the experts, the ambassadors. They really conveyed that, okay, we had one goal, and we just made it happen. So in Loxam, that's the same thing. If you want, we have this passion to learn and this passion to transfer know-hows. We have a lot of energy and we spend a lot of course, euros in that just to support the growth of our people. But the starting point is really that you want to do that. Of course, the role of managers, the role of coaches, is to inspire people. And I think through these events, we show our commitment to inspire and show the path to young people and be associated with that, because these guys are really inspiring. And I hope they will inspire young generations to join and come to these jobs, technical jobs especially.
But it's also the advantage of an event like WorldSkills is you're exposing younger children, younger professionals as well to other skills they may not be familiar with. Of course, that Loxam may be providing equipment for, or working directly with. Why is it important for you to be present here at WorldSkills with regards to that? Is it important to have that exposure as well?
Of course, it brings exposure as an employer to these young generations, those children that are really asking, what should I do? Is it possible for me to make my way forward in a technical job? And I think the equipment, of course, that we showcase in these events to the different booths is really inspiring, because you see additive manufacturing, and it's really all about showing that those jobs clearly deliver a key value for companies like ours, and of course that we are committed and we share those values of excellence, we share those values of growing those skills, and we will support that. Of course, as a sponsor, we provide equipment to make it happen, but of course we are here to propose opportunities for those young generations.
But also to highlight the fact that you do provide a full mentoring and, of course, educational schooling prior to for working for Loxam, and it's the perfect place to come and talk about that as well.
Of course, the apprenticeship is absolutely key, and of course we support through WorldSkills France, but also with all the local authorities and national authorities, that these aspects of apprenticeship is absolutely key to develop, because this is a win-win situation. When you have a young children coming to our company in an apprenticeship program for 2 years, at the end of the day, well, it's very lean, it's seamless when you want to have these people to join the company. So it's good for everybody.
Fantastic
Everybody
opportunities.
benefits from them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for coming and talking to us about that, Mr. Grisez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, LA.
You have a lovely time here in Lyon, WorldSkills. Now we are going to move on to our final guest of this skills lunch, Ila Tonike, who's going to be making some points about AI integrations, working for DMG Mori. Please come and join me.
Hello, Ellie.
So we're going to discuss what DMG Mori is doing with regards to digital transformation, but also green transformation as well. But firstly, let's start off with the changes that are relevant to today's needs and how DMG Mori has responded to those.
Yeah, modern world transforming very fast, and we have trends like digital transformation, automation, and for sure we try to give to our customers the best solution. Before we use conventional machines, now CNC, and now we implement new technologies that make life of the workers from one side easy and better and more precise and faster, but from the other side they need additional skills to run these machines. So for once it sounds simple, but it's not easy to achieve and to do.
So DMG Mori is a leading global manufacturer of high precision machine tools. For those who aren't familiar with you, where would we find the equipment that you produce? Where, in what context? In factories?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our machines are moved to the industry. It's aerospace, automotive, die and mold, medicine now is very become rising. So in many normal industries just use CNC machines. And especially if you need a fast, precise machines, very reliable and stable, customers choose more and more DMG Mori.
So why is it important for industry leaders like DMG Mori to provide solutions to today's challenges?
Yeah, machines, you can find many machines on the market, yeah, but first of all, you need a reliable machine. And first, we follow the main trends and how it was before. For example, customer need to double the production. And one way, normal way, he just bought the same machines that they have. The second way, they can find what is new on the market with the new solutions. And maybe he needs 1-2 machines, but with the latest technologies, who can, with a robot, with some functions, who already prevent some damages and just make parts very easy, and it can work very easy. And for this, we need to start supporting education to help them to know how new machines working. So for us, it's very important to be involved in this now educational process.
You mentioned education. What do you provide exactly in terms of educating the people that are or teachers working for you, or are you referring to students? Who are you referring to exactly, and what are you offering?
Everybody knows DMG Mori, but in DMG Mori, we have DMG Mori Academy. This is a special structure who focus on cooperation with the education at schools, universities, colleges to get the best technologies from us, to integrate in educational process to achieve the best result. It's like what means the product from the school? It's a young student who knows the best and master the skill. And we help to find these best students, teach them, and then the students come to the industry and they work from the next day that they sign the contract with the industry. This is our goal. Then industry is happy. They just get the person immediately and he can work on the machine and do the production. Customers, industry need to do the production. This is fully matched our goal.
And education is key.
Yeah.
But how can education benefit from new technologies in turn?
Yeah. Because just the machine, for industry need machine, but for the education, machine is not enough. This is why in Academy, in DMG Mori, we develop special products, we call it teachware, special solutions, classroom solutions, special digital product that help to teacher to educate students in the more environment conditions. Yeah, I give example with a pilot. To become a pilot of Boeing Airbus, you don't need an airplane from the first day. First, you need to practice. So this is a teachware in new way of education. Software, teachware, they make a simulation, digital twin, try everything, no mistakes, safety, and then teacher sure that students no damages, and he go to the practice. So it's like joint solution for education from our side, and yeah, I can discuss it explain it very long. Just come and discuss it with us. We provide the best support.
Fantastic. And very quickly, why is it important for DMG Mori to support WorldSkills?
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank that DMG Mori is more than 20 years supporting WorldSkills. It's really a pleasure for us to be here and support young generation. They're growing. We see how people changing. And first of all, it's very important to see for us the changing of the world. And personally, for me, I was a former expert for CNC turning for 8 years. I know it from the inside. And I talk with the teachers and know their problems, so we can develop new products together. This is the first reason. And the second, we want to attract industry to see, look, if you provided great education according to the modern standards, you easily can find a job in your local schools. And if schools familiar with the WorldSkills, we tell, just if you buy our machine, just go to the schools. If the WorldSkills logo in the school, it's a great place to find skilled workers. That's all, very simple.
Oh, very simple. Well, you put it very simply, so thank you.
Very simple to find, but for sure it's a long way to achieve the best results, for sure.
Because you are the educational project manager of the DMG Mori Academy. Yeah. And, it's fantastic to have these initiatives and these academies that are really educating the new generation, but also, the teachers that are going to then teach the new generation themselves. So it's fantastic to have that. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us here at Skills Lunch at WorldSkills. Enjoy the salon. It's going to be fantastic. Enjoy the competition. And thank you for coming to talking to us.
Thank you very much, and good luck for all experts and teacher
Brilliant.
competitors.
And we will be back at 5:20 for After Skills, which will be resuming the day. And we'll be having some guests here in the studio. So don't forget to join us live at 5:20 Central European Time. Look forward to seeing you. Goodbye.